So let's just get into it. I have some questions. What was it like growing up, and where did you grow up?
I grew up kind of all over the place because my dad was Air Force. So we moved around a lot and I was homeschooled. So honestly, for me personally, I feel like I had the best of both worlds because my mom had us doing all the things. So many sports, so many activities. I really enjoyed it. I loved moving. I always get that itch now every like 2 or 3 years to move somewhere.
Do you think that like is somewhat reminiscent of like what you do now? Is like you have your hands in a lot of different things.
Yeah, I find it to be very interesting that I landed in this world, like the whole acting modeling world, because as a kid, I never saw this for myself, but now that I look back, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like all of the things I did as a kid, as a teen, and then like my college years, I'm just like it's brought me here, and I appreciate all those random things my mom had us do back in the day.
Now you live in LA. How long have you lived in
Yes.
LA for?
Let's see, I moved in October 2016, so is that 8 years now?
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's eight
Why did you
years,
just
yeah. It was just
8 years? Yeah.
time. Yeah, I just get these questions randomly, like, oh, are you a model? Do you model? And I would always say no, and I had no interest at all up until I was like 21. And I just like fell in love with the whole culture of it. Like, I don't necessarily just see myself as like, oh my gosh, I love modeling. It's like being on set. It's like working with hair and makeup, like seeing what the photographer does, like understanding like the creative direction and trying to like fit that into like how I move and how I portray like whatever I'm doing. I never saw myself moving out here for modeling, but it just made sense after I started doing it in Idaho for about a year and a half that a move was necessary, whether it was like New York or LA, and then LA is warmer, so.
Okay, so what were your parents like growing up? And do you have siblings?
I do have siblings. I have 3 siblings, and growing up, my dad was in the Air Force, like I said, so he was traveling a lot, and I feel like I didn't ever really see him. I kind of feel like I was raised by a single mom a lot of my like childhood. But my parents are very different in a lot of ways. Like my dad grew up in Detroit and like New York, and my mom grew up in Montana and was a literal farm girl. I don't look back often, but I feel like I had a great childhood in the sense of like there was a lot of freedom in it, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, so you modeled and you did a little bit of like acting as well. And then
Yeah.
when did you know that you wanted to like move into producing and making something of your own?
Oh my goodness, that's such a good question. You know what's so funny is I wasn't interested in modeling or acting when I was younger. If I was introduced to the world of production first, I don't know that I ever would have been a model. I think I don't know. It's more of being on set and working as a whole. It's not I have to be in front of the camera. So, yeah, I feel like I stumbled into being in front of the camera and then found out like, wait, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, it's perfect. Like all the stars aligned for you.
Exactly.
So moving forward, you're still modeling now, but do you see yourself modeling more or more so producing?
So I plan on modeling as long as I can for as much as I can. But if I had to choose one or the other at one point, if it's like, okay, it's either my modeling or my producing, then I think I'll go towards like the producing side.
Okay. What would you say your like expertise is?
I think I'm very much a people person. So in terms of my modeling or producing, I think I'm able to make connections with people, and I think that's what has I don't think, I know that's what has helped me in my modeling career and in production as well.
Okay, what is the best advice you've ever received?
In order to succeed, you have to fail. Once you understand that is a part of success, then you'll be able to move forward. Because I was really scared to mess up, to fail. Yeah, that's a part of it. So that helped me move forward because also I have discovered I'm a perfectionist during this process of creating Idaho Fashion Week. And it can be really like debilitating to be so scared to like, I'm not at like step 12. And it's like, you just have to start at step 1, or sometimes there's even a pre-step before you could do step 1.
So what advice would you give to someone younger than you that wants to start doing what you're doing?
Ooh, I would just say go for it. Just start. I know that like sounds so easy, and especially if I told myself that a couple years ago, I'd be like, okay, thanks, but what do I do? But I would say start with research, like whatever it is that you want to do, just start with research. And modeling especially, there's so many scams and weirdos. Just like watch a couple YouTube videos, watch some vlogs of, you know, people in the industry, of what they've had to go through or what they're doing now. There's so much that you can do in researching potential clients, just researching the industry. So start with your research. So it's kind of two things.
Got you. Okay, yeah. So where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Okay, so for me personally, it's so funny to think about this because I have so many plans for Idaho Fashion Week, you know, moving forward. For myself, I see myself still modeling. I think I'll be doing more coaching than I'm doing now. I think I will have my either management or agency, like modeling management or modeling agency. That'll probably be going on for at least 5 years at that point. Yeah, and then just working more with Idaho Fashion Week, and then potentially consulting other smaller fashion weeks throughout the U.S. is kind of like, I see myself taking a turn towards more education and like mentorship as I move forward.
Idaho Fashion Week, what do you see it being 2 years from now?
I hope it's, in 2 years, I think it's going to be similar in the sense that scale, I'm not trying to do anything wild right now. I still would like to do a couple shows, have the panels, but just really try to spread the word so that we can have more of the community meet more people. Like, I'm really trying to bring more people in, like bigger influence in the industry, bigger names, bigger celebrities. And it's not just about the name. Like, I really want to make sure I'm bringing people in who have quality experience, so that once people in Idaho meet, they're able to use those meetings and those relationships, hopefully, that they build in those couple of days that they're working with these people, that they can, you know, then go out and do stuff in New York, LA, Miami.
Yeah. Okay, good. So what would you say the mission statement is for Idaho Fashion Week?
Well, our main goal is bringing the heart of fashion to the heart of Idaho. So that's like the whole main point, is being able to bring it in, have those relationships so that Idaho can then touch the rest of the world. So yeah, that's like the main point with it.
Oh, okay. I love it. We'll move into like rapid fire just to get to know you a little bit. Okay. Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Sweet or savory?
That's hard. Savory.
Heels or flats?
Ooh, heels.
Window seat or aisle seat?
Aisle.
Favorite fruit?
Probably an apple.
Favorite season?
Probably fall or summer. Summerfalls. A mix of the two, like.
Summer going into fall. Love it. What is your must-have beauty essential?
Vitamin E oil.
Do you have a pet peeve?
Ooh, okay, this is really weird and random, but like people brushing their teeth.
That's your pet peeve?
Yeah. I'm like, ugh. If I have to witness it, I'm just like, okay. I don't mind people doing it, just not in front of me. Yeah, brush your teeth off.
Please brush your teeth, everyone.
Just not in front of me.
Just not in front of
And
them.
especially
Okay.
don't talk and like, it's like, yeah, oh no.
Anywhere that you'd like to travel to.
Probably anywhere warm. I love a good warm location.
Hot shower, cold shower?
Warm. Cold to warm.
In between. Last one. When you were a child, what did you see yourself becoming when you grew up?
That's a good question. I mean, I saw myself, I played with Legos a lot. I thought being an architect might be cool. I wanted to be maybe like a painter. So I guess something creative, something where I was making something.
Okay. Well, good. Okay, I think I got everything in. Thank you for talking with me.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, that was fun.